What's up guys, Ben here back for another media review, and today we're going to be looking at The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club, written and directed by John Hughes, is a movie about 5 high school students who have to sit through a 9-hour detention on Saturday, where they're also asked to write an essay describing who they think they are. While in the beginning they appear to have nothing in common, they begin to establish common ground by getting to know each other better, becoming less hostile and more friendly. One obvious approach of analyzing this movie would be to look at the Marxist power struggle between the students and Mr. Vernon, the vice principal. However, I want to analyze a more subtle power struggle happening beneath the surface, the students trying to gain power over each other. Each student has their own unique way of trying to gain social power from the group during the 9 hours they spend together. These differing angles are hinted at in the beginning and end of the movie as Brian's voice reads the collective essay he wrote for the group.
And you see us as you want to see us. In the simplest terms, the most convenient definitions. You see us as a brain, an athlete, a basket case, a princess, and a criminal.
Brian, a brain, is the most academic of the group. He uses both his intelligence and respect of the system to gain credibility by following the rules and appealing to their common sense. He even goes on to write one collective essay for the group in the end, despite Mr. Vernon asking each of them to write their own. Andrew, an athlete, is on the wrestling team at the high school and establishes himself as the good guy, defending the others in the group from both each other and Mr. Vernon. He attains his power from the group through his strength, perceived or real.
2 hits. Me hitting you, you hitting the floor. Anytime you're ready, pal.
Allison, a basket case, sets herself apart from the rest by not talking for the first part of the movie. This and other acts are ploys for her to get attention, and by getting their attention, she holds power, even if at times this is negative attention.
Use me just to get back at each other.
Ha! Shut up!
Claire, a princess, attains her social power not just through her beauty, but her image. While at times helping others with their image, she acts disgusted and above some of the other students, while avoiding personal questions about topics that would tarnish her image. She knows what others expect of her and lives into it.
Yes. Where's your lunch?
You're wearing it.
You're nauseating.
John Bender, a criminal, uses his words to make jokes at the others' expense and push them out of their comfort zones. By belittling one student, he manages to raise himself and the others above them.
Well, Brian, this is a very nutritious lunch. All the food groups are represented. Did your mom marry Mr. Rogers?
While this power struggle works itself out, I want to propose one other narrative piece. John Bender is, in fact, the ruling class in this Saturday detention scenario. His rebellious and mocking behavior, while discouraged in a typical school environment, thrives in detention where the others' methods aren't as effective. After establishing Bender as the ruling class, the overall narrative is left somewhat open-ended. While they're all friends by the end of the day, they ask themselves if they'll still be friends on Monday when they show up to school. The question, though, is left unanswered, as the film ends when detention does. This leaves us with 2 possible conclusions. If they were to show up to school on Monday and all be friends, then Bender's ruling class is drawn closer to the rest of them, bridging the gap between the classes. This is our feel-good ending moving towards a balanced society. However, if they don't acknowledge each other as friends the next Monday, then we get a very different narrative. Bender would have been successful in sustaining his power by manipulating them into doing whatever he wanted them to do during the Saturday detention. From entertaining him to joining him in breaking the rules, even kissing him and writing his essay. In the end, he walks away with his victory in hand. Regardless of what happens on Monday, The Breakfast Club appeals to a large crowd by presenting different forms of social power and the struggle to attain it.
Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
Don't